After you've been broken up with or discarded by your avoidant ex, you are in a world of hurt and you are wanting answers. What the heck happened? You thought this relationship was great. You thought this was your person. And all of a sudden, they're ending it and they're not really giving you a coherent answer why. Just vague excuses. Maybe some very surface level incompatibilities or just broad statements like, I can't give you what you need. I just need time and space. I just am too busy with work, things like that, things that don't make sense. And you push hard for answers and they're not giving you any. So what do you do? What do you do now? You stop chasing, you stop pursuing, and you stop pressing for answers and you go into no contact. First of all, this is a capacity issue. If you're dealing with a dismissive avoidant or a fearful avoidant that leans heavily dismissive, you are dealing with a person that has a very difficult time being vulnerable, expressing emotions, and even sometimes understanding their own emotions. It comes from a lifetime of severe emotional suppression. It's a maladaptive coping strategy they learned in childhood. In their childhood, they were emotionally neglected, and expressing their feelings wasn't safe. Their feelings were rejected and dismissed, so they learned to stuff it. And they learned to avoid it, to not deal with anything that's unpleasant to them, stick their head in the sand like an ostrich. So when they have these urges to run from the relationship and their nervous system is on fire with anxiety because the emotional closeness was getting too intense for them, they just follow their instincts and run and tell themselves it must be because it's the wrong person. They don't look within to figure out where this is coming from. So when you press for answers, they're not generally able to give you any because they don't even know. They just know they feel the urge to run. And plus, looking within means facing their own inner emotions and shame, being vulnerable. If they have to express it to you, it's all discomforting. So they generally just withdraw, shut down, and ghost. So pressing for answers, not going to work. Understand their behavior was your closure. That's your closure. The way they ended it, their lack of capacity, their lack of empathy, their lack of communication, that is the closure because they showed you they're not a healthy partner for you. Now go into no contact. Do not chase this person. Do not pursue them. Do not reach out to them. No happy birthday text even. Now, if they reach out to you, sure, by all means, you can respond to them, but do not chase and do not pursue. First of all, when you chase and pursue them, you are chipping away at your own sense of self-worth. You're sending yourself the message that it's okay to be blindsided like that. It's okay to just be treated like you're an option. Don't do that to yourself. Also, you're enabling them. When you are chasing and reaching out and trying to get them to come back, you're sending them the message that what they did to you is okay and you'll always be an available option to them. And there's no incentive for them to ever look within and work on themselves because they can do that and still have that person back. So no, go into no contact. Start pouring your energy into yourself, into your own healing. Figure out what attachment wounds that you might have that lead you to emotionally unavailable partners such as the avoidant. Learn about boundaries, become more secure, and then put your energy into other places of your life that benefit you. Your job, career, family, friends, hobbies. Learn new hobbies. Focus on your physical health and fitness. Anything that's good for you. Because when you do that, you are sending yourself a very powerful, uplifting, positive message. You're saying, I may be down and heartbroken, but I'm not out and I have my own back and I can show up for myself and I know my worth and I'm not going to chase anybody and try to beg them to love me. I'm not going to beg to be chosen. It's a massive act of self-respect. Now, they're going to feel your absence too. They are going to feel your absence. And sometimes when they realize they might not be able to get you back, that could be the splash of cold water they need on their face to wake up and start looking at themselves. But that's their choice to make. You can only control your side of the street, meaning you can only control yourself. So take care of yourself. Don't treat yourself as if you're an option. You should be a priority. You prioritize them and you deserve somebody who will prioritize you. Now, if you share children with them or financial interests, you can still be in no contact. You might have to reach out to them about those business items or children, but leave the communication to that stuff only, essentials only. And you're still essentially in no contact because you're not giving them access to the rest of you. But No contact is hard because your nervous system, your subconscious, your emotional brain is going through a severe oxytocin and dopamine withdrawal. Those are the feel good hormones that go off in the brain during a relationship, especially when there's intermittent reinforcement, breadcrumbs, hot and cold, like the avoidant likely was. It hijacks your brain's dopamine reward system, and your subconscious is looking to them as the only way to get back to that happy, feel good place. Because when they gave you those breadcrumbs, it came with a rush of euphoria on your end. So there's that addiction. And guess what? One of the best ways to quit an addiction is to go cold turkey. And that's what no contact is forcing you into. It's going to be discomforting. It's going to be uncomfortable. It's going to be painful, but it's worth it because you come out the other side much stronger, healthier, and more secure. And if you dial in on your boundaries, looking out for red flags of emotional unavailability and respect your worth, you'll never be in a relationship long term, especially with somebody who's emotionally unavailable ever again.